I would like to express my gratitude for everyone who took time out of their day to be here. With that in mind, I don't plan to waste it. So, before I give my talk, I would like to give you a brief introduction on me. So, I'm an IB student here. That's a lot of me. So, also, I like reading and writing. I'm a huge basketball and soccer fan, and I'm the oldest of three. And like many of you here today, I'm multicultural. So I was born in Saudi Arabia, raised in America. My family's originally Sudanese, and now I'm here. So now I feel like you know a little bit about me, but I don't really think you know who I am. And that's okay, because to be honest, I don't think I had a definitive answer to that question. So one day during a family dinner discussion, my mom went on one of her routine talks about Sudan and the importance of a home and her experiences in Sudan and how amazing they've been to her. So my glaring lack of empathy caused her to lecture me on the importance of a home and the importance of that sense of belonging. I thought nothing of it until she asked me directly who I was. And I can say today that that was one of the hardest questions that I've ever had to answer. And today, that leads me to the topic of identity, to make that more coherent for myself and for all of you guys. So shout out. So what is identity? So for the purposes of this talk today, identity is the answer to the question, who am I? And why is identity important? So in a world that is ever expanding, and ever evolving at a rapid pace with so many tools and resources, it's easy to get lost in the midst of it all. And additionally, identity is one of the greatest indicators of success and leadership, but it also goes both ways. So a lack of identity can lead this complex phenomenon to be diminished to one single affiliation. This can deter one's success in the future and even lead to gang affiliations and mass mastery. So now that we understand the importance of identity, I had a challenge in which professionals ranging from philosophers, psychologists, and scientists tried to answer over hundreds of years. So talk about a challenge. But essentially the first thing I looked at was the difference between identity and personality. So for example, I love basketball, so me being an extrovert, I would love to go to a basketball game and enjoy the loud environment. But I'm also a Warriors fan. That's my favorite team. I'm pulling up to the game wearing the hat, the scarf, and everything else. So I identify with that particular team, and that speaks about me. Additionally, identity is marked by similarity between others. So when we first meet anybody, we look for similarities between us, whether that be we're a similar nationality, a similar age, we're from a similar school, and all of these things additionally say things about who we are. So many of you today, your profession, your school, all of these things directly make a statement about who you are. But identity doesn't come without its challenges. So, one of the major challenges with identity is the pressure of a social environment on identity. So, essentially, I may think that I'm a leader and I'm someone who's really hardworking. Well, you guys may think I'm just a rowdy troublemaker, and that can have an effect on me in the future. So, this is why things like stereotyping can actually come true, because people's beliefs also affect our own, even if we don't like to admit it most of the time. And additionally, another problem with identity is the issue of multiple identity. So if I take my mom as an example, my mom's a doctor, so to her colleagues, she's a doctor. But to me, she's my mother. To my father, she's a wife. To her mother, she's a daughter. This can all affect our viewpoint on identity. But the most significant and important part of identity that I want to talk to you guys about is the dynamic of change. So while doing research, I realized that there are set structures in the world that directly affect who we are. We have no choice. For example, our age, our pigment, our gender, all of these things affect our experiences in life directly, and we can't change these things. But additionally, our viewpoint on life how we view the world around us can change almost instantly. So, prior to the exploration of this topic, I was angered. I was angered that I would never, there was things about my identity that were set in stone, that I would never be able to change. But now I understand that I have to take the world for what it is. A world that is impacted by these set structures, but these set structures don't have to limit us whatsoever. Identity is a kaleidoscope. It's very complex. It's not meant to be simplified in any way, shape, or form. If we take these set structures and we accept them, they shouldn't limit us from doing anything else in the world. And by doing this, we leave endless possibility for us while still having a strong foundation of who we are. Thank you.